You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another episode of Takeshi Tuesdays. Like I said last week, this episode is also different in that it is not a movie review. And once again, we'll be talking about an actual incident that happened in Takeshi Kitano's life. Now, I briefly mentioned this incident in the first episode of Takeshi Tuesdays and kind of glossed over it, but today we'll be talking about it in a little bit more detail. Once again, the source I'm getting this from is again the book Beat Takeshi vs. Takeshi Kitano. However, this one is actually still mentioned on his Wikipedia page and a few other sources. This happened in the early morning of August 2nd, 1994. Takeshi crashed his motorcycle into a guardrail in Shinjuku, which as I understand is part of Tokyo. The crash itself was near fatal for him and actually paralyzed half of his face and ended up giving him a slight limp. In later years, Takeshi himself has admitted that this might have been a subconscious suicide attempt where he just kind of went for it. But he got right back on the horse after this and immediately got back to his career. The first movie he did after the crash was Gonin, at least as an actor, where he actually had an eye patch on that was because his eye was still leaking fluids from the crash. The next movie he would direct after the crash would be Kid's Return, however he didn't star in that one. That's one of the 3 movies he directed but didn't star in. Other than that, before the crash, the last movie that he did before the crash was Getting Any, which I'll be talking about in Season 2. I have actually already seen it, but since I already have all these episodes planned out, it's being moved to Season 2, as are any subsequent films I see from this point on, just to keep the order that I have set good to go. But like I said, Takeshi did not let this affect his career, and he just kept going, and in my opinion, getting better after there. And he's still going strong, so I'm glad that it didn't hinder him too much, and I'm glad that he's still going. But, this accident itself was a tragedy in his life, obviously, but I don't think it got him too down. Anyway, this has been Fugitive Red-Eye, and you have a great day. I'll see you next week on Takeshi Tuesdays.
Subscribe to Fugitive Red Eye.